According to naturopathy, the diet is called as five-fold diet. Now, what is this five-fold diet? Naturopathy believes that our body is made up of five great elements, the Panch Mahabhutas. Not only our bodies, but the entire creation is the play of five elements. When there is imbalance in the five elements, we fall sick, and this balance is restored by using these five elements. So that is where the naturopathy handles not only diseases, but in healthy condition also the five elements are replenished, so that we not only prevent diseases but also promote health, and also in future we do not fall ill or prey to any viruses, because the immunity then gets so strong. So what are the components of this five-fold diet? The first component is the ether element. Ether element, which is the first element by which the creation took place. Like the Supreme God, this element is invisible and also indestructible. Mahatma Gandhi said, ether is the king of all the elements, and without ether we would not exist. This element, ether element or Akash element, it means space. Like all the planets, galaxies, they hang in the space, and our vital organs are also in that space inside our bodies. Each and every organ has space. Even the smallest structural and functional unit, which is called the cell, has space inside it. Because without space, life would not be possible. The functions of various organs and system would not be possible, like respiration, the inhalations, the intake of air and exhalation without space will not be possible. The circulation of vital fluids, the blood, enzymes, secretions, this is only possible because of the space element, and this element is not only great for our physical health but our mental, emotional and also in spiritual health. When we now, how to replenish this importance we have understood, but how to replenish this element? For replenishing the ether element or space element, we need to attain by eating less. Like half of our stomach should be filled with the solid food, 1/4 should be with the liquid, and we should keep the 1/4 our food empty. Of the stomach should be empty, because when we ingest food, the gastric juices are secreted and the churning of the food and the juices take place, but if there is no place, no space, the digestion won't be possible. So this space by eating less is very important. The second thing is fasting. When we fast, like let me tell you about the Nobel Prize winning science of 2018 by a Japanese, and it said that when we fast for 24 hours without water, our lymphocytes, the fighter cells which combat any infection, they become so strong that they even can kill cancer. So our immunity builds up manifold. When we are continuously eating, our vitality does not get time, our digestive system is completely engaged in digesting our foods, it does not get time to cleanse the system of debris. But when we fast, that energy is conserved, which goes into digestion. Now this vitality is utilized in cleansing the system of all the debris which are left as metabolic waste, the free radicals, and which are the unwanted things, and as a result of which this term is also called the autophagy is tuned on, and the unwanted material is removed by these phagocytes by engulfing them. This way, when we fast, the body is cleansed of all the toxins. When the body and the organs are cleansed of all the toxins, the blood circulation is improved in that area, the organ is supplied with the nutrients, and thus the sluggish organ gets it regains its health, and the body gets rid of the disease and healthy again. And another thing by which we can replenish this ether element is aparigraha. In yoga we say aparigraha, which means not hoarding very too much of things. Like if a room is fully equipped with, fully filled with all the furniture, the beds, the almirahs, there would not be any space for the energy, for the vitality which is vital for our survival. So one should have ample space in their houses, and the materialistic approach should be discarded, and minimalistic living approach should be applied to benefit from the space element. Moreover, rest and relaxation, when we sleep, the body cells are recuperated and energized, and all the vitality is restored. Mental peace is of utmost importance in these times of stress to replenish the ether element. And as we know, mind is the grosser form of soul and body is the gross form of mind. Until the mind, body and soul are in harmony with each other, we cannot expect health. Now let us talk about the second element, which is the air element. One can live without food or water for many days, but without air, within few seconds we get suffocated, we get restless, and we cannot live. So air element is very essential for our survival. Because of the presence of oxygen in it, oxygen is very vital for our survival. When we inhale air, the oxygen enters our system, the prana urja, it travels over the air and it reaches through the different channels in entire system. Now the oxygen, it reaches blood, and the lungs which have the deoxygenated blood, the toxins from the lung, the blood in the lungs is removed and the blood is purified in the lungs. This oxygenated blood is then travels to the heart, and from the heart it is supplied to the entire body, and each and every cell of our body gets the required nutrients through this blood circulation, through this oxygenation, and the body becomes healthy. So the air plays a vital role, and without oxygenation the life will not be possible. And moreover, when through air the pran, which is a subtler form, travels, it rejuvenates the panch pran, which is the pran, apan, saman, udan and vyan. These are the five, the panch pran in our body. Their location is in different parts of our bodies and they have a specific function. So when we rejuvenate, when we replenish the air element through morning air bath and through asana, pranayam, deep inhalation, exhalation, the five panch pranas are replenished. They carry out all the bodily function in a utmost manner and we gain our health. Also massages as we talked earlier, the skin is covered with millions of pores, and they also need to breathe. So through massages also our air element is replenished, and the lymphatic drainage, the toxins are removed, and the quantity of blood cells invigorated, and thus the proper body gets the essential nutrients and gains its health. Now the third element is the fire element. It is the sun element which fulfills all the other elements. It gives beauty to life around, flowers blossom, fruits ripen, medicinal herbs gain their curative power from sun only, and sun converts water in the ocean into clouds and provide water for the earth. And the digestive fire is directly connected to this source of energy. When there is a cloudy day, we feel sluggish and our digestive fire goes down. So all the metabolic activities, the multiplication of red blood cells, when we take sun bath, when we do sun gazing, or we sit in the sun in the morning, then the ultraviolet rays of the sun has such an important and such an empowering effect on our bodies, that many skin ailments are cured by simply regularly exposing ourselves to sun. So daily dose of sunshine of 30 minutes can cure more than 90% of your ailments. It's free. This tonic, this natural tonic, it does not cost. But our lifestyle today has been so, we live in our AC rooms, we travel in AC cars, we sit in our AC offices, and we are never exposed to the sunlight, and as a result of which the deficiency of D vitamin and our bones and are becoming weaker, we are becoming prone to all such kinds of diseases. So one should expose to daily dose of this sunshine to get and revigorate the health. Now next element is the earth element, which is the earth element is, which is also very fondly called the mother element, because as the health of a child is dependent on the health of mother, similarly our health is dependent on the health of mother nature. C.A. Brown once said, "The plant is the great intermediary by which certain elements of the rock, after their conversion into soil, are assimilated and make available for the vital processes of animal and man. The simple inorganic constituents of the atmosphere and soil are selected and built up by the plants into proteins, sugar, starch, fat, organic salt, and other substances of marvelous complexity." Yeah, we derive the earth element through the kind of food we eat, as all food is derived from Mother Earth. And according to naturopathy, there are, if all the food derived from Mother Nature can be classified into three groups: the eliminative diet, the soothing diet, and the constructive diet. The eliminative diet, because as we believe that the root cause of all the illnesses is the accumulation of morbid matter, so here the eliminative diet plays a vital role. All the fruits, vegetables, and the natural juices like the lemon water, the uh, citrus fruits, amla water, orange juice, sweet lime juice, pineapple juice, grapefruit juice, wheatgrass juice, barley water, all these uh, come under the category of the eliminative diet, because these are rich in water, fiber, and they have antioxidant properties, and they are rich in vitamins and minerals. So body is easily gets rid of toxins when we consume such eliminative diet. And one should start one's day early in the morning. One should start their day with an eliminative drink. Now, what is the soothing drink? The soothing drink is uh, the food which constitute the soothing fruits, like fruits, the salads, boiled and steamed vegetables, sprouts, buttermilk. They soothe the system inside, and excess heat is calmed with such kind of foods. And fruits like pomegranate, grapes, sugarcane, tomato, pear, apple, jamun, they are rich in vitamins, minerals, like dry fruits, soaked kishmish, munakkas, and figs. They have an invigorating property, and once the system is cleansed, and they help in restoring the gross cellular physiology, and they improve the vitality of the suppressed organs by consuming such foods. And also the green leafy vegetables, we should consume the seasonal and local vegetables and fruits in as much quantity as possible. The third category, which is the category of constructive diet, this comprises of the pulpy fruits like the melons, watermelons, custard apple, papaya, mango, guava, and pear, and wholesome flours like the wheat, barley, and all the cereals, the unpolished rice, and the pulses, legumes, lentils, sprouts, millets. These, when the body is rid of the all the toxins, and by soothing diet we have given it all the nourishment. Now comes the part of the constructive diet. When we design a diet plan for a patient of chronic ailment, gradually from eliminative diet to soothing diet, and finally the constructive diet is given to restore the natural immunity and regain the health. Apart from these three important diets, which are very essential for building up the gross cellular physiology of our system, and for improving the immunity, and there is also one important factor regarding diet in naturopathy, and that is the acidic and alkaline nature of our body. Our blood is the pH value of blood is 7.4, which is slightly alkaline, and in order to remain healthy we need to consume 80% of the alkaline diet and 20% of the acidic diet, so that our blood remains alkaline. So, what are these alkaline diets? The foods which the nature offers us in the form of fruits, vegetables, the grains, and the sprouts, and in the most uncooked form, all the vegetable, plants, and the sprouts. These are highly recommended for the daily consumption because of the alkaline nature. And the acidic foods are the stale food, the junk food, the refined and the processed food, and the stale item, which the modern lifestyle we are habitual of keeping in fridge for so many days and then consuming it. So this makes the food acidic. And mind you, if somebody is ill, that is a clear cut sign of that the acidic load of the blood has increased, which is responsible for the disease in that system. So by giving such person more of alkaline diet, more of eliminative diet, the body is cleansed of all the toxins and the body regains its natural immunity and it gains strength and to fight off infections and also prevent itself from getting diseased and regain its vitality. So, there is no room for drugs or medicine in naturopathy. And in naturopathy, it teaches us to align ourselves to nature. We need to consume the foods as nature gives us. And one dietary tip which I would like to give everyone here, or what I should say in the end to give certain dietary golden dietary guidelines for all of us to understand, is the very first thing is to take charge of our health. We should stop blaming our genes. Oh, my father was diabetic, so that's why I am diabetic, I can't help it. This stance is not to be taken. Or we should stop blaming the environment. Oh, it is too cold, so I fell sick. No, some blame the doctors, some blame the medicines. So we should stop this blame game. We should take charge of our health by understanding the principle of nature and following them. So some basic guidelines which we need to understand is always eat when you are hungry. Make a schedule. There should be a schedule, there should be a time for your daily intake of breakfast, lunch and dinner, so that our body clock is also tuned into that, and especially those who are diabetics, because see, in order to prepare our system, whenever we eat, the messages is sent to the brain send messages to the hypothalamus sends message to the pancreas to start secreting insulin to get ready to metabolize the sugar which which we will take in our food. So, this preparation is done by our body automatically by different coordinating system. So, when we take the food at the same time daily, our body clock is at its optimum level. It can function, the brain can function, the glands can function in their most optimum level, and one should chew the food properly. Also, do not eat while walking, talking or driving, and we are always running and eating food. So, that is to be stopped. One should first calm down, sit down in a relaxed mode and then eat. Never eat when we are emotionally charged up, when we are emotionally upset, because then whatever we eat is turned into poison and that is not beneficial at all for our health. So, we need to calm ourselves, then we should take our food. So, and overeating is to be avoided. If we are hungry for 3 chapatis, we should stop at 2. How should we consume water? Never take water with the meals, either half to 1 hour before the meal, or you should take 2 hours after the meal, and daily consumption of water should be around 2 to 2.5 liters of water. The food should be neither very hot, neither cold, not very spicy or oily, and there should be a gap of 2 to 3 hours between a snack and a main meal, and there should be a gap of at least 5 to 6 hours between one heavy meal to another heavy meal. We should always make it a point to fast once a week at least. Those who can fast, they should regularly fast, and those who find it difficult, they should at least fast on fruits once in a month or 15 days as their condition allows, so that our system gets rest and our vitality is restored. And there are certain things which need to be avoided. We should avoid taking the supplements which are, see, researches tell us, various researches have come, okay, vitamin E is good for heart, and beta carotene is good for our skin, our eyes, and so many nutrients. But these all nutrients are only useful our system when they are taken in the natural form, in the food form, not in the form of a capsule or a tablet, because research has proved when the vitamin E, which is very good for heart, when taken in the natural form, in the food form, but when it is taken in the tablet or capsule form, it leads to the heart problem. So, we need to understand that our body is not made for these chemical poisons like these medicines. Until and unless there is an emergency, we should resort to natural means by some natural spices. There was a research conducted in London, and after 50 years of research, the scientists concluded there is no cure for cough and cold, and one should resort to Indian spices like ginger, garlic, turmeric for curing such ailments. So, we should resort to the things which are readily and easily available in our houses than popping a pill. And with, apart from this, what should be the normal diet, which is a normal question I am often asked, what should we regularly eat? As I told, when there are acute illnesses, you need to stop, immediately stop eating, switch to fasting. When you are suffering from chronic ailments, you should gradually start with the liquid fast, then to the fruit fast, and then you should eat cereals once a day. This way gradually move on to the fasting, and for after fasting few days, then you again resort to the normal eating. This way, off and on fasting, intermittent fastings, you can cure your chronic ailments as well. Now, for a healthy person, one tip for the people, see, I say constipation is the root cause of all the ailments. So, one colon cleansing soup, I would recommend all those suffering from constipation should drink that, and it is made up of 500 grams of spinach, 250 grams of carrot, 250 grams of turnip, and 250 grams of tomatoes, 60 grams of coriander leaves, and 5 to 10 grams of ginger. All these ingredients are boiled in a 1 liter of water, and then you can blend in the mixer, sieve it. You can add lime or black salt, and for one day you should drink only this soup every 3 hourly, and you will see that your colon is cleansed of all the toxic matter. And another thing which I want you to take away from this lecture is what is the daily diet a healthy person should have, so that it has all the minerals, vitamins required for the sustenance of health, for health promotion, for prevention of diseases. So, in order to have all the nutrients and maintain the acid alkaline balance, the following ratio of the food should be followed. Seasonal local fruits, like whatever is your daily calorie consumption. So, 40% of the total calorie intake should be of the seasonal local fruits. Yes. So, and green vegetables should comprise 30% of your total diet, and cereals should comprise 20% and dry fruits, nuts and uh, these should comprise 10%. So, this is the ratio, this is the percentage you need to inculcate in your daily life, so that you can remain healthy, your immunity, your vitality gets stronger, and even if then the virus or pathogen enter, you are so strong, your immunity is so strong that it will ward off all the pathogens from your system, and it will not cause any illness. And some people say the fruits are not available in our area. For those, when the fruits are not available, then those people should consume 70 to 75% sprouts and green vegetables. And the area where green vegetable is not available, then those people should resort to the germinated cereals. And where milk and nuts are not available, they should resort to the peanut, the mawa. So our nature has a bonanza of so many fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds. They have all the required nutrients for our sustenance of health and for health promotion, health prevention and the disease prevention. So return to nature, align with nature for your optimum health, and thank you.